And let me go straight to my first guest, senior advocate and Congress MP, someone who's been Rahul Gandhi's key legal point person on all these issues. Dr. Abhishek Singhvi is someone I spoke to a little while ago. Dr. Singhvi, the big question I want to start with is what Law Minister Kiran Rijiju has raised. He says the manner in which the Gandhis went to court today, surrounded by Congress leaders, chief ministers, supporters, is an attempt to intimidate and influence the lower judiciary. How do you respond to that? Have you tried to intimidate the judiciary?
You know, quite frankly, Rajdeep, had it been anybody other than a person holding the exalted position of a law minister, this would have been laughed out or laughable. Because the law minister has made this statement, it dignifies at least a response. Rahul Gandhi is a former president of an All India party. He's a leader. He has gone with far greater humility than is displayed by any BJP, much lower level, lower rung leader that I know of. But if he goes and he has chief ministers of 3 states of the party which he has headed, accompanying him as a show of solidarity, if he has a natural outpouring of support because of the clear conduct of the BJP, how does Mr. Rijiju bring in the court on that? Did you see the letter Mr. Rahul Gandhi wrote when they wrote to him to vacate the house?
The point...
Did you see the fact that he has taken his full time? He didn't attend parliament because he was disqualified immediately in 3 days. The appeal is coming out after 9 days.
Dr. Singhvi, I think the point the law minister was trying to make is it really necessary for this to become a show of strength, for senior leaders to accompany Rahul Gandhi to what is a court process? What is being asked therefore is the Congress mixing somewhere the legal process with politics to save a particular individual or a family, is what the law minister alleged?
I would ask Mr. Rijiju to explain to the nation why should not chief ministers, constitutional position holders and other senior people accompany him. Why not? He is going there as the leader of a party. Do you think courts are intimidated by this? No. Here is a person who has support. You know, common criminals do the show of support outside court by demonstrations, noisy demonstrations, raucous demonstrations. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has gone with constitutional position holders. He's making them sound like interlopers or strangers. And what have they done? Have they interfered with the court proceedings? Have they raised their voice? Have they said anything? Now, Mr. Rijiju, first, his party and he don't want Rahul Gandhi to speak in parliament. They don't want him to speak outside parliament. And now they want to attack his right of association with his valued senior colleagues in a court of law, most peaceably, in a very gentlemanly manner. Who is he to say to us how to, act in 19 Article 19 rights of association?
But sir, let's come to the very specifics. For Rahul Gandhi to restore his membership, which is the key question, presumably, why you've gone in appeal against the verdict. Now, the simple thing or the not so simple thing is for him to get his conviction suspended. That will be heard in this same Sessions Court on the 13th of April. Do you really believe that you will actually get justice and a quick hearing on this matter that has become so politically explosive?
You know, let me tell you that you will be attacked for your question, Rajdeep, by Mr. Rijiju, saying that you are expressing a vote of distrust in the courts for your legitimate questioning. But let me first say this. Mr. Rijiju doesn't find it strange what I'm about to say. You know why 13th was given? Do you know that? The whole world knows that the appeal is being moved today. The complainant, who is a sitting member of the BJP and MLA, chooses not to appear. Why? So that formal notice has to be issued. And formal notice takes time. There was no business for the MLA, the complainant, the respondent in this appeal not to be present in fair play, in a non-technical manner, if he wanted substantial justice, to save the time. We also know that from 7th there is a weekend, there is Easter Friday, there are other holidays. So we are quite understanding that 13th is probably the most proximate date which can reasonably be given if you, Rajdeep, are a complainant and choose to absent yourself and then you require the notice process. That is being done deliberately by delaying by this BJP. and they are giving us unsolicited advice. As far as your second question is concerned about the grounds of appeal, let me tell you, and I won't take more than 30 seconds. According to me, there cannot be a stronger case for stay of conviction. And three quick reasons in 30 seconds. One, there is clearly the statement has nothing to do with defamation. The three people named have not complained, which is mandatory in defamation law. The person who has therefore complained is deliberately contriving to distort that statement to make an allegation against not only a community undefined, but also every member of the community, just to get around the fact that the three named people have not complained. Section 202, which requires a jurisdictional examination by the magistrate as to whether a Kolar statement will have jurisdiction in Surat, has not been observed. There are a plethora of judgments which we have cited which show that there must be patently clear intent to defame. Rahul Gandhi gives a speech of 3 pages in which he makes one sentence with named people who don't file a defamation, and he gets the maximum punishment on a community basis. So it's a very strong case. But we are waiting for the court, and it is because we have faith in the court that we have won
Dr. Singhvi, you're claiming it's a strong case, but somewhere you're also suggesting that there is an attempt being made to deliberately delay the matter. Is that your primary concern, Rao? Remember, we have general elections 12 months from now, and therefore if Rahul Gandhi does not get relief from the court, there will be a huge question mark whether Rahul Gandhi will contest in 2024. Is that a concern or not?
I have no doubt, and I've said so before today, and I've been proved prophetic, and my words have been validated by today's action, that the BJP, the complainant, all the people behind him will do every trick in the book to delay. I can further predict that on 13th, they will come and seek more time on some pretext. I'm making a prediction. I'll be very happy if they prove me wrong. But equally, there is no question, you are, not you, but I mean, the people are mixing up between a stay of conviction versus the main appeal. There's no question of looking at 12 months, 24, 2024 or 3 months or 2 months. We are talking of an interim order, which is a stay of conviction. The final appeal, of course, takes time. But an interim order of stay of conviction doesn't take time unless, of course, people keep on playing these tactics and games of saying, look, we need a reply for what? For an appeal which is well known, for a person the whole country knows is being moved today, and for the record, which is the lower court record, the complainant absents himself. There is, of course, no legal requirement to be there on the first day. But bona fide, if you really wanted to expedite the whole process this way or that way, you'd be present today and avoid the notice period.
So what you are saying, net, Dr. Singhvi, is that you are reasonably hopeful. Hopeful is the word I'm using, that sometime in the next month or two, you hope that Rahul Gandhi will get the interim relief you are seeking and get back his membership, and then you will fight the larger battle of appeal on the original sentencing. Am I correct? That your best case scenario now is to obtain interim relief at the earliest within the next month or two. That will be your focus.
I have said so earlier, and I repeat, Rajdeep, the focus is entirely on the interim relief, which, as you call it, it is defined as stay of conviction. Yes. And we expect it, we are hopeful much before the time period you are saying. But obviously, nobody is presumptuous about the court procedure, and much less so are we presumptuous about the delaying tactics of the other side. So certainly we would expect it much sooner, quicker, but then we have to fight it at every step because we know that the agenda is delayed as far as they are concerned.
Okay, let me leave it there. Abhishek Singhvi claiming that the opposition, or the government in this case, the BJP, is trying to delay the Rahul Gandhi matter, but you are hopeful that your client will get interim relief. We'll wait and see what happens next to Rahul Gandhi in court, but I appreciate you joining us, Dr. Singhvi. Now,